Right, ladies and gents, let's get freaking started. Mon, can you see me in that screen there? Can you see me in the screen? Oh, there we go. This chair's a bit massive. Okay, chapter 7, nice and easy. I'm doing this in between meetings, and so I need to be done in the next few minutes, so we'll go through, and luckily this is a very short chapter. The only way it's going to be a long one is if I actually end up speaking forever about something specific. Cool, chapter 7, gratitude. The illustrations given in the last chapter will have conveyed to the reader the fact that the first step toward getting rich is to convey the idea of your wants to the formless substance. If you're just getting started here and you haven't read or listened to any of the other videos, in the last chapter, chapter 6, he talks about a specific person. The chapter's name is How Riches Come to You. He talks about how this poor person had just thought about or given the formless substance an idea that he wants a nice carpet for his lounge and a fireplace to keep his house warm in the winter, and so he just got that until he realized that he didn't ask for enough, or he didn't ask for more, and so he was limited in receiving what he got. So that's what it's referring to here. This is true, and you will see that in order to do so, it becomes necessary to relate yourself to the formless intelligence in a harmonious way. To secure this harmonious relation, it is a matter of such primary and vital importance that I shall give you some space to its discussion here and give you instructions which, if you follow them, will be certain to bring you into perfect unity of mind with God. The whole process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. First, you believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all things proceed. Second, you believe that this substance gives you everything you desire. And third, you relate yourself to it by feeling of deep and profound gratitude. Many people who order their lives rightly in all other ways are kept in poverty by their lack of gratitude. Having received one gift from God, they cut the wires which connect them with Him by failing to make acknowledgement. And so, funny story, I go again on my little rants. This morning, I said to you guys yesterday as well that I was invited by the man upstairs to meet with him every single day. And so this morning I woke up earlier than my alarm, and I was sitting on my phone, and I'm like, you know what, this is what I was asked to do, maybe I should do that. So I got up, helped a couple of guys around the house, and then when I got dressed and before my meeting, I sat down next to my bed on my knees, and I said a prayer. And at the end of the prayer, I was kind of like doubting, like, is your will for me to even be successful or anything like that? And I was questioning it, and I went, you know what, fuck that. I know it is the case. You wouldn't give me a platform to speak on these things like this if it wasn't. And I have that yearning and the desire to impact people's lives. So it must be. And so I believe it. And I got up, and afterwards I felt like I'd listened to 10 hours of motivational speeches or whatever. And I went on to crush my day, even though we've had quite a bit of interruptions throughout this morning already. But anyway, just that's what I'm saying, is that people have cut the wires which connect them with Him by failing to make acknowledgement. It is easy to understand that the nearer we live to the source of wealth, the more wealth we shall receive. And it is easy to also understand that the soul that is always grateful lives in closer touch with God than the one which never looks to Him in thankful acknowledgement. The more grateful we fix our minds on the Supreme, when good things come to us, the more good things we will receive, and the more rapidly they will come. And the reason simply is that the mental attitude of gratitude always draws the mind into closer touch with the source from which the blessings come. If it is a new thought to you that gratitude brings your whole mind into closer harmony with the creative energies of the universe, consider it well, and you will see that it is true. The good things you already have come to you along the line of obedience to certain laws. Gratitude will lead your mind out along the ways by which things come, and it will keep you in close harmony with the creative thought and prevent you from falling into competitive thoughts. Sorry about my reading over there. Gratitude alone can keep you looking toward the all and prevent you from falling into the error of thinking of the supply as limited. And to do that would be fatal to your hopes. There is a law of gratitude, and it is absolutely necessary that you should observe the law if you are to get the results you seek. The law of gratitude is a natural principle that action and reaction are always equal and in opposite directions. The grateful outreaching of your mind in thankful praise to the Supreme is a liberation or expenditure of force. It cannot fail to reach that to which it is addressed, and the reaction is an instantaneous movement towards you. Draw nigh unto God, and He will draw nigh unto you. So basically, get closer to Him, and He'll get closer to you. That is a statement of psychological truth. And if your gratitude is strong and constant, the reaction in formless substance will bring or will be so strong and continuous, the movement of all things you want will always be toward you. Notice the grateful attitude that Jesus took, how He always seems to be saying, I thank Thee, Father, and Thou hearest me. You can not exercise much power without gratitude, for it is gratitude that keeps you connected with power. But the value of gratitude does not consist solely in getting you more blessings in the future. Without gratitude, you cannot long keep from dissatisfied thought regarding things as they are. The moment you permit your mind to dwell with dissatisfaction upon things as they are, you begin to lose ground. You fix attention upon the common, the ordinary, the poor, and the squalid and mean, and your mind takes the form of these things. Then you will transmit these forms or mental images to the formless, and the common, the poor, the squalid, and mean will come to you. To permit your mind to dwell upon the inferior is to become inferior and to surround yourself with inferior things. On the other hand, to fix your attention on the best is to surround yourself with the best and become the best. That doesn't mean that you need to go leave your house now and go sit in the nicest areas and all. We talk about those kinds of things. But you can have shitty thoughts and be sitting in the nicest hotel and still attract shitty things. So it's how you think and what you say about yourself. And so when you need to learn to catch yourself thinking negatively about yourself, like this morning when I was like, is it even something that the man upstairs wants me to do? Is my life written in the stars already? Is there a plan for what I'm supposed to be doing? Or am I just a puppet, or am I in control? What am I supposed to do? If I keep thinking about like negative things that are happening, being like, oh, this is bullshit, that this is happening and that's not working, and now I've got to do this and do that, I'm not worried about it. It's part of the process. And in fact, it just makes me stronger, and I have bigger shit to worry about, if you know what I'm saying. So I need to go and sit somewhere. Like this morning where I was having coffee and having my meetings, I saw some of the most beautiful cars drive past the coffee shop, most beautiful people in the space. The service was amazing. We're in a small town again and again. It's just nice things that are around me that I love, that we should keep progressing towards. The creative power within us makes us into the image of that to which we give our attention. We are thinking substance, and thinking substance always takes the form of that which it thinks about. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it tends to become the best. It takes the form of character of the best and will receive the best. Go have a look at Tom Young's on YouTube. Thank me later. Also, faith is born of gratitude. The grateful mind continually expects good things, and expectation becomes faith. The reaction of gratitude upon one's own mind produces faith, and every outgoing wave of grateful thanksgiving increases faith. He who has no feeling of gratitude cannot long retain a living faith. And without a living faith, you cannot get rich by the creative method, as we shall see in the following chapters. It is necessary, then, to cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. Do not waste time thinking or talking about shortcomings or wrong actions of plutocrats or trust magnets. Fucking love that saying. Like, do not waste time thinking about or talking about the shortcomings or wrong actions of plutocrats or trust magnets. The organization of the world has made you opportunity. All you get really comes to you because of them. Do not rage against corrupt politicians. If they were not for politicians, we should fall into anarchy, and your opportunity would be greatly lessened. God has worked a long time and very patiently to bring us up to where we are in industry and government, and He's going right on with His work. There is not the least doubt that He will do away with plutocrats, trust magnates, captains of industry, and politicians as soon as they can be spared. But in the meantime, behold, they are all very good. Remember that they are helping to arrange lines of transmission along which your riches will come to you, and be grateful to them all. This will bring you into harmonious relations with the good in everything, and the good in everything will move towards you. Boom. Now, chapter 8, thinking in a certain way. Tomorrow's going to be sick. I got to run to another meeting. To summarize that chapter about being grateful is to look at the world and say thank you that my surroundings, my scenario, or wherever I am today, and the decisions that I've made, whether good or bad, has all led to this specific point where I can sit and go thank you. I'm grateful for the opportunities that are around me. I have whatever I need to succeed, and I'm going to use the tools that are at my disposal to advance my life. Don't forget to pay it forward, help other people while you're on your way up. Enjoy. Lots of love. Cheers.